What is going on YouTube? Hayden back, making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polkadot, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, I like to do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. So definitely make sure to comment your favorite altcoin in the comment section down below, right down here, for me to pick and review in next week's episodes. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's video, I've actually got a lot of questions on yesterday's episode in regards to why the heck are we falling? Why are we correcting lower? What's happening to the market? And I'm going to try to answer all those questions in today's video. So if you're curious as to, is this a good opportunity to buy in? Should I sell off? Should I short? Are we headed back up? Are we headed back down? All these crazy questions, I'm going to try to answer it as best as I possibly can. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Also, don't forget to join us over at Discord in the link in the comment section down. In the description section down below. We have over 1,600 active community members, always talking about cryptocurrency inside and outside YouTube. So definitely make sure to join us over there. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So guys, we did it. Yesterday we saw a massive run in Bitcoin. We should all be very excited and very happy to start today's episode. The fact is we shot up from a price point of 30K all the way up to 40K. This was expected. We were anticipating this. It was only a matter of due time before we saw this big reversal. Now, a lot of people are now asking, why aren't we heading even higher up? Why are we hitting resistance, or why are we starting to reverse back down? I want to explain this. We'll give a quick recap for all the new subscribers joining the channel. We got over 100 people just yesterday alone joining the channel right here. Thank you all for joining the community. Hopefully we got a little more for today's episode. But as you guys know, just a quick start. You can see top 10 cryptocurrencies, things are down. But look, overall, the past 7 days, this was expected to see a small decline or reversal back to the downside. Over the past 7 days, cryptos are up 30%, guys. I mean, this is insane. Everything is up 27, and we got 55%, 44%, 57%. Cryptos are exploding back up, 58%. Altcoin season, things are coming back to the upside. But I want to now look at the short term, discuss with you guys what exactly are we seeing, where are we going to be moving to in the near future. So to jump right into it, some of these cryptos, I'll just quickly flash through what we're looking at in today's episode. XRP, we have Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polkadot. As you guys know, we started with XRP. We discussed that, yes, we saw a clear double bottom formation. We hit bottom support again. If we closed above bottom support and above the trend line, we would immediately start to reverse back up with major volume. That's exactly what came. We didn't buy into XRP because XRP seemed to have been fairly stagnant, as well as the fact that Bitcoin was really the main leader in this movement here. Now, with Bitcoin specifically, what we were looking at again is a major trend line. We now retested bottom support at 30K quite some time. We've discussed this for weeks now. Literally since, I'd say mid-May, we've been talking about this. We've discussed that there's a bottom support, a price floor at 30K. We discussed that there's a price ceiling at $40,000. We discussed that there's a new phenomenon, a descending fractal, a falling wedge pattern that was falling, and ultimately, slowly but surely, pulling us back down to bottom support for us to finally retest. We discussed in specific back on July 20th and July 21st that if we closed the bottom support, or if we close below bottom support, we would see an intense amount of volume that would probably swing us back down to $20,000. We also discussed in very, in-depth terms that if we closed above here, if we managed to close the daily support level above 30K, it would hopefully allow us to rally back up to retest the top of the descending fractal, which is what we did. The second we saw prices close above here, we bought back in and we rallied all the way back up to the top resistance right here. We then went into discussion talking about how each time we retested the top resistance, we reversed back downwards. So we put in for a potential short opportunity. We bought in right about here. We did not see any, retest of the top resistance. We actually saw a lot of uncertainty on that day, July 22nd. So what we did was we put a short in anticipating us to rally back down to 30K. 40K. It didn't happen. Luckily, as always, we have a stop loss. We put it right at that top resistance. The second we saw confirmation of a breach above the trend line, because we tried to buy in a little bit early, playing it as an aggressive style of trade, really instead of just waiting for the confirmation that we needed. But regardless, we waited the next day. We saw confirmation. The second we saw prices start to reverse outside, we got liquidated and we bought back in for a potential swing back to the upside. We knew that target would be target would be about 40K right in this area here, and I'll discuss why. But you can see the second we saw confirmation closure, and we closed above the trend line for the first time in a very long time, that's when we bought in. So we actually bought in, waited for the confirmation close. We saw we got rejected, liquidated right here in that day. The second we waited, we saw closure right at about $33,000 or $33,600. We bought in right here, and since then we've been pretty much exploding up with sheer volume that we've been waiting for. This is a ton of volume, guys. We've needed this. We've been waiting for this. I've said every single video moving forward that the second we get the confirmation break above trend line and above resistances, we should be heading back up to the price ceiling, and we should see an intense amount of volume following through. And that's exactly what happened here. Well, now, why are we hitting resistance? Why are we having problems? That's a great question. We discussed, and I've made it very clear, that 35 to 40K would be the next target level, obviously 40K being that top resistance. So the few things we have to look at is take notice. The relative strength indicator is now retesting overbought, which means we hit the top. From the bottom, being oversold, we swung all the way back up to retesting overbought. This happened very quickly on daily charts, which means we need a little bit more consolidation. Now, for those that don't know, we're still in this. I'm still in this. I still have, my entry into the market, and I still have my stop loss. So I'm covered in case we decide to fall down. And I've moved my stop loss up to, and possibly cover myself in case we get liquidated, but it is much higher than where we bought in originally from. So I'm totally fine right now. Now, a lot of people ask me, well, how do you buy in on BitYard and move your stop loss up? They don't allow it. I understand that. And ultimately what I do is when I get enough profit back to the upside, I cancel my position, I escape from it, I take my, my profit, and then I buy back in so I can manually move my stop loss up, because it's annoying they don't have an automatic way to just continue to move a stop loss up in a current position. You have to open a new trade, which is fine. It doesn't really bother me, and I've been doing that, and I've had no problems so far. So that's a tip for you guys. I do have BitYard linked in the description. This is the platform that we use to trade cryptocurrency every single day for right now until we find better. So definitely make sure to check it out. Link in the description down below. Now, more importantly, what we're looking at is why are we hitting this top resistance? What's the problem zone? As you guys can hopefully tell by now, we've discussed in plenty of episodes that there is a resistance level up top here. Not only that, there's tons of problem zones at this price ceiling, and that's why it is the price ceiling. We have the long-term sideways channel price ceiling right here. We have moving averages. We have a downtrend. We have our original support level. These all come together right in this zone right here at 40K, which is why we're having such a problem breaking through it. And this is fine. If we can consolidate and actually break above 40K, it should allow us to break up higher. We're not out of the woodworks yet. You'll notice this is just us trading inside a big ascending or sideways channel with the price ceiling at 40K and price floor at 30K. So what we're looking for right now is this. This is what we have. We have a resistance and support. We're pretty much back at the same price we were, or the same problem zone we were with this descending or falling wedge pattern. Notice right here, this is what I'm looking at. So we have two confirmations of top resistance right now. We're looking for the third confirmation right now. You can see we do have a downtrend that's creating lower highs on a bigger scale of things, and I hope not to spread any FUD that I still think we're about 50% of the way through this bear market. But what we're looking at right here is this confirmation. We need this to be broken before we can say, all right, guys, we're out of the bear market and it's time to go enter into bulls. So I'm looking for a third confirmation or break. Really, we're looking for a breach above 40. If we can close at $44,000 or higher, then I can ultimately say we're probably going to be entering a bull market very soon and defy this fairly short bear market that we're seeing. But what I'm ultimately anticipating and expecting, forecasting as you will, because I'm a weatherman of crypto, is ultimately retesting this top resistance and correcting lower. It will suck. I understand that, and I know this. But with these confirmations here, you can see this downtrend has yet to be broken. This is a major problem zone and resistance. So until we breach through that, I'm still going to be bearish. I'm ultimately anticipating us to retest 40K and correct back down lower. It would be nice if that didn't happen, but that's what you guys have to prepare for. So for right now, let the consolidation happen. If you're already in the trade like I am, just let it play out. Move your stop loss up a little higher here and there until you feel comfortable, or just cash out and just wait for this. Ultimately, what we're looking for is to retest $40,000 to $42,000 very soon, and if we decide to reverse lower, we'll short this market to the downside. Otherwise, the other cryptocurrencies look okay. You can see for XRP, and hopefully you guys don't hear the stupid lawnmowers outside. But we're wrapping up today's video. You can see for right now, we're starting to bottom off. We hit the double bottom, and we're starting to correct up. XRP is definitely way behind the rest of the market, so I would not be surprised if we see a little bit more traction to us to eventually retest 78 cents. Hopefully, Bitcoin consolidates and allows XRP and the rest of these altcoins to swing back up to there. Otherwise, Ethereum is also capped out. You can see it's retesting its moving average. Ultimately, if we want to see more of a play, first you have to consider there is a resistance that we are retesting. It's right here. It's clear as day. This is the bottleneck, the neckline. You can see that's the problem zone. This is the price ceiling. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to reverse outwards or below that. Ultimately, though, we can consider that there's a little bit more possibility of a price, to swing back up, maybe about a 23% more trading to the upside. What we're looking for if you want to enter another bull market for Ethereum is for us to get back above this uptrend here and this flying, bullish support level. So it's really just a consolidation waiting game. But Bitcoin is my main focus right now. As for Polkadot, looking good once again, also hitting resistance right now at the tops, has plenty more potential for its relative strength indicator as it's only trading at 50, but we're hitting a resistance level. So if we manage to close above resistance here, if we can actually see Polkadot, which it attempted yesterday, close closer to maybe, I would say, $16. If we can close at $16, there's a big chance we'll be able to swing back up to $20 on Polkadot. So things are in the middle right now. We're still have an entry open for Bitcoin until we see either us close below there or we get back up to retest 42K. That's when we'll start to play either a short or another bullish run. But otherwise, just be happy that we got into this market right now. Otherwise, once again, definitely make sure to join BitYard and Discord, and links in the description. Make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.